good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Juventini, depending on where you're tuning into around the world. I welcome you back to the channel. I'm Alberto, and I'm going to give you all the news to June 8th surrounding La Vecchionor. There's not a lot today, but there are some key tidbits, especially the ultimatum given to Di Maria by Juventus. That's right. There is now a deadline for the yes or no. We're going to get into that. Yesterday, there were reports of a first contact for Domenico Berardi. We're going to get into that and the contradicting reports that came this morning on Berardi. Then we will get into the summer and what's on tap for Juventus and, of course, the Serie A schedule release. Let's go. All right, Juventini, before we get into the news, friendly reminder to like the video and subscribe to the channel as we continue to grow the wonderful AJC army. That's right, this great community of Juventini that we have developed continues to grow. Be a part of it and subscribe to the channel today. Now, let's get into it. So, Di Maria. Juventus apparently want that yes or no, and they have given a deadline. Apparently, it's going to be expiring within several hours to one report, but another report shows a whole another 24-hour period. So there you have it, mixed reports on the term, but apparently Juventus has given a deadline. They feel they have done everything in their power and have come very, very close to the players' demands, and the offer that they have should suffice. So they are just waiting now for a yes or no, and talks will basically end at that yes or no, according to all the reports coming out today. So we wait and see. Barcelona apparently is just looming in the background, keeping close tabs on this one to see what develops. So you never really know in the Mercado. Could the Barcelona interest just have been something that maybe Di Maria's entourage just kind of sparked up to kind of help their case and Juventus to go a little bit higher? You never really know in the Mercado, and these games do get played. So we wait to see what develops, but there is a deadline. To some, expiring in several hours. To others, expiring tomorrow. So we wait and see on that front. Now, in wake of that, yesterday, it was reported that Juventus made first contacts for Domenico Berardi. Now, we put out a poll question to Twitter and said, would you be okay with Juventus signing Berardi? And 68% currently say no, they would not be okay with that move. Now, here's the thing with Berardi. Yeah, it seemed to be the majority were strongly against a no. And then you had some that were yes. There was no real in between or anything like that. But you have to really weigh out Juve's options in this Mercado. Not getting Di Maria on a free really makes the rest of the Mercado very, very difficult for Juventus. If they were able to take advantage of Pogba and Di Maria on a free, they'd still have their transfer funds available to strengthen the rest of the spots. Now you still have the same amount of spots to fill, and you're coming out of pocket for an extra player, which you could have not done if you landed Di Maria. So it becomes very, very difficult. That said, Berardi. Is Berardi an upgrade on Moise Kean? In my opinion, yes. Is he an upgrade on Morata playing as a winger? In my opinion, yes. Is he an upgrade on Bernardeschi? Without a doubt, in my opinion. So you have a player who's an upgrade on three of your outgoings, okay? For me, that's great. The only issue is his valuation. Berardi's evaluation right now is at 40 million euros. That is far too high, in my personal opinion, even if he is an upgrade on some of those guys. But age, he's younger. He's 27, probably going on 28. So he could give you 3 good years still. It's a tough one. It's not a clear-cut definitive no for me, and it's not just a clear-cut yes. The valuation needs to come down, in my personal opinion. And players, do we want to involve a player in that type of deal? I don't necessarily know that. Loan to purchase, do we want to get into that on a guy for Berardi? Again, depends on the other options available to Juventus. So we wait and see. But as of today, these rumors that brought out yesterday that said there was first contacts, today it is said that there are no contacts between Juventus and Sassuolo for Berardi, and that nothing took place. So again, silly season continues. In terms of Max Allegri and what he thinks on Berardi, this is the gaffer's words. Okay, so he says, I'm sorry that Berardi chose to remain with Sassuolo. He is a great player, and one day he will play for Juventus. So that's Max Allegri's words on Berardi. So again, we just wait and see. Now, let's get to Kostic. Kostic, another winger that Juventus was in on. Apparently, nothing else in the Mercado would have changed what they wanted to do and bring in the player. So they are going to make a bid for the player, and they are having a 3-year contract put forth to the player. So Kostic will get a 3-year offer from Juventus, waiting on terms to see what those terms are, but he's getting a 3-year contract offer, and they are going to make a bid to his club for the player. So they are looking to sign Kostic. For me, I like this. I think it's a bargain if we're talking about the 15 to 20 million euro range. I think that's a bargain and could be a great piece of business for Juventus. So we continue to keep eyes on Kostic. Now, that's it for basically the Mercado rumblings today. There wasn't a whole lot going on that front, but now we'll talk about the summer and what that entails for Juventus and what's on tap for them. So us North Americans, look forward to Juventus in Los Angeles and Dallas. That's right. Juventus is going to come to the U.S. playing a friendly against Barcelona mid-July in Los Angeles, and yours truly is going to be there. So let's try and hook up and have a great little all Juve cast meetup out there in LA. Then after that, they're going to go to Dallas and face Real Madrid, and then return to Europe to have friendlies against Atletico and Man U, and that one's slated to be in Oslo. So there you have it. That's what's on tap for Juventus this summer. And then, of course, we have the Serie A schedule that's going to be given out June 24th. That's right. Later this month, we'll see the calendar year and how it's set up for Juventus. Everything seems to be sped up and going quickly, and that makes sense because we have a World Cup this year that's obviously not taking place right now during the summer, but it's going to be mid-calendar year in November starting up. So that's why everything's sped up. The start date still remains August 13th or 14th for Serie A, but the schedule coming out later this month. That's it for the news today, circulating around Juventus and everything. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, reminder, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's continue to grow this AJC community. And don't forget to drop your thoughts, opinions, and comments on all the news I gave you today and what you're thinking. Okay, I love mixing it up with all of you in the comment section, and let's keep it rolling. And until next time, as always, fino alla fine, forza Juve. Ciao tutti.